Hey Gemini, how you guys doing? How are you guys? Happy weekly for October 3rd through the 10th. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And just whatever falls out, general messages, all right? Don't forget that you have this beautiful thing called free will. And that these are just advice messages. All right, Gemini? I don't know why that's important for me to say right now. This is just advice. I'm sorry. I think that just popped in my head. I'm a clairaudient too, Gemini, so give me a second here. You might be giving advice to someone this week, or you might be seeking out advice from someone. And I think that's where that phrase popped in my brain, because I hadn't said this for the, Aries or Taurus's reading, but you're going to be getting or giving advice to someone this week that could be very crucial to you. And because this is on a social media platform, you could be getting these messages on social media or giving these messages on social media. So that's just a little side note for you guys, but let's get into the tarot. If you guys would like a personal reading, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at SpacePinup. You can hit me up there for all inquiries. If you like the artwork behind me, you can support your girls' illustration merch at spacepinup.com. Buy your zodiac sign to represent your sign and support your girl here. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe below if you would like to get notifications of other videos that I do, as well as push me in your timeline so that way they pop up at the top for you. I think that's how the algorithm works, but maybe you guys, you air sign Geminis, because you're all good about communication. In the comments, you can maybe coach me or teach me a little bit if that's a thing. But enough about that. Gemini, what's going on for you guys this week? What overall messages do you need to hear? Ooh, okay. What's going on for Geminis? G-Bus. Lot of cards for you. Lot of cards. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Money, honey. You might have gotten a new job. You might have gotten some new stability in your life, which is fantastic. Congratulations. And you're standing very tall and strong right now with the Strength card. Big Leo energy here. Knight of Swords in the reverse. 8 of Cups in the reverse. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. And the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Whoo, Gemini. Okay. I don't know if this means family's coming back around now that you got your ish together. Now that you looking good, got your money up. You're not trying to expand yourself at all this week. I don't see you trying to expand yourself at all this week in terms of communicating with new people or anything like that. This is interesting. If the Strength card is telling you about the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, that it's telling you to stay strong, not giving to a situation. Okay. Don't you love it when people love to come around and tell you how to handle your money, Gemini? Don't you just love that? Like, they just know so much. But this could be going back to that advice thing that I picked up on at the beginning of the video. But Gemini, yeah, there's some people who you want to collaborate with or who want to collaborate with you with the 3 of Pentacles showing its face here. It has to do with your stability. I just heard, I know mine is good. Take that for what it means. Gemini, I know mine is good. But it seems like there's someone who could be manipulative here. I've heard some people explain the Hangman as the narcissist card. I don't like to use the term narcissist because I'm not a clinical psychologist. No one on here is a clinical psychologist unless they have their own PhD. So I don't like to toss that word around and just call people that. However, people can have traits and tendencies unbeknownst even to them, that they do this to people, all right? So Gemini, there could be someone that's returning around to you, could be family, trying to tell you how to manage your money, how to manage your time, trying to give you advice on how to manage things, or it could just be an energetic thing that people are talking about. Well, this isn't really communication. People are just in their feels about it. Let's put it that way. There are some people who are in their feels about your abundance. Okay? Especially the fact that they think you're not doing anything with it. I think you're going to get a lot of unsolicited advice this week. I think that's what that message was about. I don't think it's necessarily you giving out advice to people, Gemini. I genuinely feel here that there are going to be people in your ear, in your face, trying to tell you what the right and wrong thing to do is. And let me tell you this, Gemini, if you are on the up and they're not, why would you take their advice to begin with? Now, if these are individuals who know more than you, if these are individuals who genuinely are like, hey, I know how to make more of your money for you, I would listen to them. All right, I'm not saying cut even the professionals out. Listen to the professionals. Because a lot of the time, they be knowing some shortcuts that you wouldn't have even researched or gone down that little, avenue for it to find. All right. What else is here for you, Gemini? Ace of Swords, Hierophant in reverse, and the Five of Wands in reverse. People could also... Whoa, what was that voice crack? Sorry. Gemini, what? Sorry. You could be having people even question what you do for work. With the Hierophant in reverse here, I just heard unconventional. And that being in the row at the Strength card here, I think there's a part of these individuals' advice that have to do with, you should do this for work. Oh, well, with this kind of money, you should be investing here. Oh, with this kind of money, you could be starting a business. When you're going to do what you want to do, conventional or not. And that's the realization here, is that people just don't get what you do, Gemini. Whatever it is that you do professionally, even if it's something basic as fixing cars, there's a way that you fix cars that someone just hasn't seen before, and people just look at you funny, and you find out a better way to fix something faster, more in a more productive way, which gets you a bigger pay, which gets you a bigger tip, or you invent something that no one would have thought of, and people are trying to tell you, oh, now that you've made all this money, you should go on Shark Tank, or you should do this, you should do that, blah 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 blah. When it's you have your way of how you want to do things. And again, I think the only advice I see you taking from other people this week are going to be individuals who actually can help you in a financial or laborious type of way. If they're not there to help you in those kind of regards, and they're just here to try to tell you what to do instead of assist you or guide you or teach you, you're not going to give them a second thought. What else is going on for Gemini this week? This is very weirdly money and career focused for you this week. 10 of Wands in the reverse. You're letting go of some kind of burden. Star in the reverse, and the Moon. A family business? Are some of you guys in a family business? In the comment, tell me in the comments. Are some of you guys in a family business that you just don't want to be a part of, and you've had to break poor mommy or daddy's heart by telling them, hey, I ain't gonna do this? What's that Moon in reverse? I'm curious on that. Ooh, Five of Swords. There is definitely going to be some bickering with people from the past. These could be siblings, old friends. You're going to ruffle some feathers this week, Gemini. You're going to ruffle some people's feathers. All right. Got water signs, fire signs, air signs, Cancer, Pisces, fire, earth, fire, air, Aquarius, Taurus, fire. Like I said, Leo, earth, fire, air, Pisces, water, and earth. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse with the Judgment in reverse. Yeah, make sure that you're listening to the right people. Not every opportunity is going to be a Wheel of Fortune. Isn't going to be the jackpot. You know what I mean? King of Cups on the top of the deck with the Devil. The emotions here are what's addictive. The fact that this person cares. But it looks like money is hard to manage. Yeah, and I think that might be why they need to keep you around here, Gemini, is that you're the reason why, like, money still comes into the business, whether this be family or not. I mean, some workplaces will literally talk about, well, we're like family. So it could even be talking about that kind of that unhealthy dynamic in a workplace situation, you know. So, overall feelings for Gemini, how they're going to be feeling about these intruders. That's what I'm going to call them, intruders, because that's what they really are. You should be allowed to do what you want to do in this beautiful world, no matter what. How's Gemini going to feel about this week? How's Gemini feeling about this week? Change, a lot of change. I mean, it is October. Going into Scorpio season, even though we're in Libra season. I know I always feel Scorpionic energy in Libra season. It's just it's always so intense. You can't not feel it. Death card, Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords reverse. Yeah, you are taking it's like you're deciding, because we were talking about like mom and dad. I'm just going to stick on that narrative here for you, Gemini. It's like you're not listening to mom and dad's advice anymore. You're not going to listen to them. You'd rather listen to working professionals who are in your field, or at least someone who is at a higher status in your field, who has more advice or more experience in what you actually want to go towards. As well as contacting individuals or working with individuals who have skill sets that you lack to achieve a project, or complete a project, I should say. And you're not hiding anything about this. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, you're like, sorry, TUFF tough to whoever these people are trying to give you this advice. You're like, I'm only going to listen to those who've actually succeeded. That's a really hard reality to show up to people with. But it's the truth. I'm not going to seek advice from, trying to think of an analogy. I'm not going to talk to a pet groomer about how to do my taxes. I don't know, I just had to think of a weird analogy. You know what I'm saying here? Like, I'm not going to listen, and the harsh way of putting it here is I'm not going to listen to a failure tell me how to succeed when I should be taking advice from someone who's already done it. And there's not that might hurt some people's ego, but at the end of the day, that's the only way you're going to succeed as well, Gemini. Because the Nine of Pentacles is here with the Sun and the Four of Swords. You know that the best route to take here, this big dramatic change, has to do with you being independent, having to shine in your own light, your own brightness, and not, as they say, dimming yourself to make other people feel important. That you'd rather be around people who you can collaborate with, where you can all shine bright together. That's important to you. And I think that's going to be part of this communication, this truth that you tell these people. And you ain't even going to be sad about it. With the Four of Swords, I mean, you might be thinking about it in your sleep a little bit, but you're resting easy, just letting them know, hey, this is the truth of the matter. Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you've just entered a state of attraction. Of abundance, in a way of attracting things to you, where you're just not going to chase the way people around you normally do. That whole I attract, I don't chase energy. You're definitely embodying it. And that's the truth you're revealing to these people. Hey, the reason why I got this opportunity is because I didn't. It's almost, I just heard Gemini, I didn't have to work blood, sweat, and tears to get the money and the opportunity and the freedom that I have today. You had to use your brain. You got to use your resources. You get to use your networking skills, right? King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You're coming from a place of love. You know, it's just, again, the realization is that you just cannot, with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Swords, you cannot take opportunities from people that are, I don't know, nickels. You can't take a nickel of an opportunity. You need $1. You know, when I look at the Pentacles and I think of the suit of Pentacles, you have 1 through 10, those are pennies. You got a Page, that's a nickel. You got a Knight, oh, it's a dime. Right? Like, ooh, it's a dime, right? The Queen is a quarter. Big old, nice, pretty quarter. And that King of Pentacles, he's $1. He's a whole $1, baby. And you're just over here like, I don't want to take a nickel. Like, yeah, it might be better than a penny, but I'm trying to, like, with the Queen of Wands, you know, I'm relating it to the Queen of Pentacles even, that you'd rather go for the quarter. You'd rather go for the $1. The Ten of Pentacles is in the read earlier. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. If you're going to get pennies, they're going to be on the higher end. You're not going to work tooth and nail for these pennies because you don't have to. Because you know there are ways to make it better. Anyways, I'm going in circles. I'm being a Gemini about this and I'm blabbering. So anyways, Gemini, that is your reading for October 3rd through the 10th. Thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. Please share it with your fellow Gemini peeps to let them know what's going on for them this week. I will see you guys next week for your weekly readings. And I will see you guys this weekend for the weekend check-in as well. Don't forget your thoughts, words, create, and manifest the world around you. So think positively and speak kindly. And again, favorite, follow, all that good junk. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.